Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Batrisyia Binti Suhaimi and my metric number is D20231105595. And today I will be presenting my understanding about my assignment. I'm going to start with the Malaysian Secondary English Language Curriculum. What is it? It is designed to build students' language proficiency and communication skills, preparing them for academic success, personal growth, and participation in a globalized world. It focuses on the 4 main language skills. The first one, listening. Students learn to understand spoken English, focusing on main ideas and details for effective real-life communication. The second one, we have reading. They develop the ability to read and analyze different texts from stories to articles. The third one is speaking. Students practice expressing themselves clearly and confidently through discussions and presentations. And the last one, we have writing, where they improve the ability to write creatively and clearly from simple sentences to essays. I also admire the creative and interactive teaching methods the curriculum encourages, such as role plays and group discussions. These activities make learning engaging and help students explore diverse text types, showing how English applies to various real-life contexts. This curriculum also provides a structured guide for teachers, known as DSKP, where it includes assessment methods, including both formative and summative approaches, aligned with the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, or known as CEFR. This helps students improve and communicate effectively. While this can be one of the curriculum's strengths, it also has its weaknesses. Rural students may struggle to meet CFR levels due to limited exposure. As a TESA student, learning about this curriculum has been an eye-opening. It's not just about teaching English, but helping students use the language in real-life situations. I appreciate its focus on critical thinking, creativity, values, and digital literacy, and makes learning meaningful. This curriculum inspires me to create a classroom where students feel confident, excited, and ready to use English in their daily lives. Next, let us dive into the motivation in ESL classroom. So motivation is what drives us to achieve our goals, and in ESL learning, it determines how hard students try to improve. Motivation helps students stay interested, overcome challenges, and persevere even when learning is difficult. From my understanding, there are 2 types of motivation that is known as integrative motivation and instrumental motivation. Integrative motivation is when you learn a language to connect with its culture, like learning Korean to enjoy K-dramas. On the other hand, instrumental motivation is practical, like studying English to pass an exam or get a job. Both often work together to help students succeed. Teachers can boost motivation through creative strategies. For example, I saw a teacher on TikTok change the lyrics of "You Are My Sunshine" to teach the simple present tense. This made the lesson fun and personal. Here is the video. Next, we have games and technology like Kahoot or quizzes, and are also great tools to make learning engaging and stress-free. However, challenges exist. If students lack interest, teachers can link lessons to their hobbies. For students with low confidence, praising their efforts and starting with simpler tasks can help them build self-assurance. As a future teacher, I want to create lessons that are fun, meaningful, and relatable to real life. I've learned that motivation isn't constant because it needs encouragement. By understanding my student needs, celebrating their progress, and being patient, I hope to inspire them to enjoy learning English and stay motivated in their journey. Next, we're going to talk about what I understand about language learning strategies and styles. Frank Smith once said, "Learning a new language is like entering an entirely different world." This reflects my own journey as a learner and a future teacher. I struggled with memorizing vocabulary until I discovered visual aids and storytelling work best for me. This taught me that every learner is unique, and understanding these differences is key to effective teaching. Learning styles refer to how individuals prefer to learn, like visually, auditorily, or through hands-on activities. For example, I connect with visual learning using tools like mind maps and color-coded notes. I also benefit from auditory learning, as listening to explanation or discussions enhances my understanding. Recognizing these styles help me as a TESOL student and shapes how I will teach in the future. Under learning styles, we have cognitive styles or traits. We're going to talk about field-independent and field-dependent learners for today. Field-independent learners focus on specific details and they prefer working alone and learn well through visual aids like charts, diagrams, and reading. On the other hand, field-dependent learners work better in groups. They rely on external cues and prefer auditory learning like lectures and discussions. Then we have language learning strategies. What is language learning strategies? Language learning strategies are various techniques or methods that individuals use to learn a new language, which can be categorized into different types. But today we're only going to talk about two types. It is known as cognitive strategies and metacognitive strategies. Cognitive strategies is like practicing writing or speaking, and it helps learners understand language rules. Where metacognitive strategies, it is like setting goals and tracking progress. It keeps learners focused and motivated. I've used both in my studies and they've been essential to my growth. As a future teacher, I want to help students discover what works for them, reminding them that learning strategies and styles can evolve. With the right support, they can adapt and succeed in their language journey, and I'm excited to guide them through it. Then here we are talking about learning theory. So we have 5 different learning theories. Let us dive in. The first one, we have behaviorism. Behaviorism is learning through repetition, reinforcement, and habit formation. This is what B.F. Skinner said. And I believe using rewards like verbal praise or simple rewards will motivate students. Repetition also helps reinforce learning effectively. The second one, we have innatism. Innatism theory, where it suggests humans have an innate ability to acquire language due to the presence of a language acquisition device known as LAD. And the linguist is Noam Chomsky. And I think this theory emphasizes the importance of meaningful content. As a teacher, I will create a rich environment to expose students to real-life language. The third one, we have cognitism theory. Yes, cognitism theory. It emphasizes mental processes like memory, perception, and problem solving in learning. John Piaget said that. And I like how this theory highlights the importance of prior knowledge. I think in my class, I will use visuals and activities to help my students connect ideas. The fourth one is constructivism theory, where learners construct knowledge based on their experiences. Learning is active and collaborative in constructivism theory. That's what Vygotsky said. And this aligns with my teaching goals because I enjoy designing interactive activities where students can explore and learn together. Lastly, we have social cultural theory. Social cultural theory, where learning occurs through social interaction, like with your friends or family. Language developed is tied to cultural and social context. I often learn best when working with classmates, so I would encourage group activities and scaffold tasks to make learning manageable for my students. Last but not least, we're going to talk about 35 Kagan cooperative strategies. What is Kagan cooperative learning? In my opinion, what I understand is that Kagan cooperative learning strategies make learning fun, active, and inclusive. As a TESOL student, I think these 3 Kagan strategies work really well for ESL learners because they make learning less stressful and more fun. Here's how I understand them and would use them. So the first one is think, pair, share. Think, pair, share. It gives time to think before speaking. It also helps ESL learners by using sentence starters or pictures. The second one, we have jigsaw, where each student contributes to a small part of a bigger task. It makes learning manageable and boosts confidence. The third one, we have quiz trade. It is interactive and fun with movements and conversation. It also builds confidence with simple questions or pictures. That's all from me. Thank you.